Alright, I'm gonna do this again and record beforehand because it continues to be interesting and useful for the format. We're here for Macross and Gundam. It's Throwback Thursday. It's pretty early in the morning. I am not ready to go. I feel pretty crap. I didn't sleep last night very well. There's some emotional tension going on around me that I really have been unable to comprehend, and it's causing me a lot of grief, and I just don't know what to do about it. Anyway. I'm sorry for not recording last week. I didn't record any of the Throwback Thursday last week, and I notified the patrons when I was sure that that was what was going to happen. I actually had a really weird day. I ended up waking up and then basically passing out for the majority of the day, and I wasn't sure why, but I think now that I look back at it, I think I was really emotionally overwhelmed because I had just found our dead cat, and our cat had died, and that's a lot. And then I had gone and I had fallen on my electric unicycle and seriously bruised up my leg, which I showed in a previous video this week, but I seriously bruised up my leg. I didn't notice that it was hurt really badly. And so I think I just kept going, and my body was like, whoa, don't, bro. And caused me to just lay in bed for all day. And that's what I did last Thursday. And it was, I think, absolutely necessary. Oh, sorry for not recording, but needed to do that. Um, some people in the YouTubes were pissed at me for not communicating that effectively to the YouTube audience. I communicated it directly to the Discord and Patreon audience. Um, I don't have a way to communicate to the YouTube audience very easily. That requires either making a video, which is not a good idea because it tanks the algorithm, or making a YouTube community post. And one, those don't actually get to the people the way that you think that they do, that you probably won't see that. And two, I think those actually tank engagement as well. And three, I don't like making them because they're not fun and I don't think they do the purpose. Maybe I'm wrong, but um, I'm gonna continue to probably not notify the YouTube audience, and I don't see a better way of dealing with it. If you know of a better way or want to hit me with suggestions, I'll consider them. But at present, I'm gonna notify the Discord audience and the Patreon audience via the Discord, which is what I use to communicate my general state of being mostly, and in videos. So it's yeah, that's that. Sorry for not recording. Sorry, I guess, for not communicating, but I don't really have a route to that I see as viable, and so that's that. Macross just jumped from being a pretty cool show to having the most interesting premise of the lineup of shows that I have on my channel right now, and that's really saying something because I've got some fucking crazy shows on my channel right now. I've got a show where a dead general from thousands of years ago in ancient China has reemerged in the middle of uh, nightlife nightlife Tokyo and is making music. That's one of the premises of a show I've got. I just read the most manga that I've ever come across in the form of Goodbye Eri, and now I'm gonna follow it up with another work by the same author on the same day. Like, and then there's Mushoku Tensei, which is a continuous trip. And out of those, and there's ZZ, which is nuts bonkers on its own. And out of those, Macross, Macross just became the most interesting show. What the fuck is going on, guys? Guys, guys, what the fuck is that? I think, let me see. In the last Macross video, what drawing do I have up behind the? That's what I thought. Okay. Oh. Yeah, that's what I thought. So last week on Thursday, I got up and I got ready to record, and I did do a drawing, related to the thing, and that was at the point where I stood there with like turned the camera on and went like, "Hello, I'm a person, and I think I talk in front of." Oh boy, I'm gonna go lay down and just turned everything off. So yeah, so I still have that as the drawing that I did for last week. But let me go ahead, and this has been interesting to do, and I'll just draw again. The feeling that I have of Macross right now is really interesting because simultaneously I feel really trapped by it, and then at the same time it's like boom, the world has exploded and expanded around us, and that's pretty odd overall. I don't know what the fuck that is as a start. That's so weird. That's probably not what I was going for, but we're gonna just work with it. No mistakes, only happy accidents, right? What is this? I don't know. Maybe this is abstract again. It's not meant. I didn't intend it to be. I started out thinking about like a cage or like a vessel or a tube or so. Oh, you know what I should do? I haven't done this in. Um, it's gonna be wonky for this time, but I'll improve this next time. All right, that'll just have to do for right now. I'm going with this. So I started with like a, I don't know, like an aquarium or something, like a cylinder, a trap, cage, something like that. Maybe this is the edge of it and it's like glass. Trapped again. On the inside of the glass, you know? Hey, let me out! Oi, let me out of here! What the fuck? Bruh. Hey, let me out! Another, like, I'll have the looming, like, nose here. What are you? What are you creatures? It's pretty nice and creepy. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. That sure reminds me of like stone mask type stuff. Harm. Let's see, this is actually here. Stop it. Stop it, please. So this is the other side of the thing. It's back here. So if somebody was banging on that side, it'd be here, and it's Hayase. She's like this and facing that way. Her like spine line would be like forward, backward, and then and stuff. Bodius Maximus, and also pushing up on the glass, right? Oi, let me out! Hey, let me out! 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 Says Hayase. Please let me out! Oi, please let me out! This is not a dance. I'm crying for help. I'm screaming for help. Please come let me out. Let me out. Let me out. This is not a dance. I'm crying for help. I'm screaming for help. Come on and let me out. Kakizaki is laying down over here. Sorry, Kakizaki. I actually don't know what you're gonna do in this circumstance. Just gonna chill. He's a little bit fatter than that. Okay. Let the legs lay down. Just chilling out. Yeah. Chillaxing, real cool. Relaxing. No idea what's going on. Doesn't really matter. Chilling out. Hee ho. Yeah, yeah, spiky hair. Spiky hair. Chilling on the floor like a loser. Like a loser. Chilling on the floor like a loser. Like a loser. Okay, I feel like I don't know how to incorporate Sneaky Max Genius because I expect that to come to bear at some point. Like, Sneaky Max Genius is out and about, right? He exists, and he's a maximal genius. So maybe he's like over here with his long ass, weird ass hair and whatever, and then his big old glasses, right? And then he's got a pointy chin, yeah, and he's sneaking. Neck, shoulder, up. And then the what's the classic sneak, right? Is like down, up, across. Yeah, there we go. Gonna try to save everybody, we'll see. That's pretty funny looking. That's pretty goofy looking. And maybe he has like some palm fronds on his head because he's doing the sneaks, right? Or he's like really high. So he's fully inconspicuous. totally totally inconspicuous, Max Genius. And then this is like a perspective thing that I've messed up. Okay, we'll do it this way. Hey, let me out. Hey guys, let me out. Oh, maybe these are handles or something so they can carry the, and I don't know what this actually is up here, but you can just sort of ignore it with your brain. It doesn't matter. The power of your brain. You know what? Just pretend like I drew it properly. And that's easy. That's the way most great artists do it, right? They don't go, "Damn, I was unable to actually articulate in visual what I intended. That's your fault. I drew it. You just pretend I did it right." All right. This is not a teacup. I feel like we need one more looming face, like here. Oh yeah. You are a loomer, aren't you? Gosh, this one does not look like a face. I've gotten too abstract. It still actually is pretty facey, though. Especially if I do this. Yeah, that still works. Still kind of looming, watching over. I can put the same frown in space here. And a little butt chin. We got looming faces all over now. And then this is really hard to do, but I'm just gonna do it anyway, because I don't know what else to do. I feel like it's correct to do this. How the fuck do heads look from above? I don't know, I'm just making it up as I go along. These are eyeballs, but those are actually sunken in, so these are actually cheeks. Is what those are. Those are cheeks. And then this is like where mouth and stuff would be all fucking spookified down here. And that still reads as face-esque. For sure. For sure. I'll get some brow ridge in there and some over the eye ridge. Yeah, that's still a face thing, I think. Rorg. Yep, okay. So, honestly, in most ways, this is an evolution of the same idea that's present in that I just showed you, which is this. But this one is more like a direct copy or a direct, this is a 1 week after. And so my idea of the thing is very close to the thing. My idea of what's occurring in the show and like artistically generating it is there's this figure who's looking down on our figures who are trapped. But here we've gotten further away from it and abstracted it out more. Now it's these sort of faceless figures. While this one has a relation in some real sense and is intended to relate to the actual character who is actually there, this is just an ideal, like an idea of faces looking down at you or watching you. It's very abstract. They could be like statue faces or the faces of gargoyles or something like that, and it would still have the same effect. But then it's also a more abstract piece in terms of what I'm representing. Like, this isn't the actual cage that they're in. This is an ideal or an ideated representation of what a cage might feel like. In this case, it's more like a crock pot, but I can't help that I drew it like a crock pot. It's what came out of my brain, and our characters are in it doing what they're doing. Okay, so just doing that has totally altered my like relationship to the episode and content and characters at present. It's changed completely the way, like, it's gotten me up to speed and put me back into a particular type of creative state and altered me by doing that. That's part of what I've discovered as I keep doing this every day, as I force myself to do something creative before I do the interpretive, because most of what I do when I'm doing the reactions and discussions is interpretive. It's like I'm looking at a thing that already exists and then I'm talking about what I think it means, as opposed to creative. There's a creative streak to it because you have to create to interpret or to talk at all, but This is directly creative and it puts me in a different mental state. And then that affects the way that I interpret the thing as we actually move forward. I think it's fascinating. Alrighty. Macross. Look, I don't know what this episode's going to consist of. I don't know what to expect at all. We just flipped all of the tables, and I'm here for it, and it's going to be great. And let's watch episode 12. Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo, and I am back from earlier when I was just here. I still didn't do the thing. Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm back again. This time I actually have the episode up and I'm ready to go. And to be honest, that's exactly what we're gonna do. We just table flip the whole circumstance. Everything's fucking nuts. Max Genius is gonna save us all, I hope. The world goes on without us as we're trapped in space in a different place being folded into the world. There's this whole lost time, the essence of youth and all the opportunities evaporate thing, and then there's the most interesting reveal that there's like a deep legend lore behind the actions of all of the Zentradi that makes real interesting some kind of real interesting sense, and I don't know what it is yet, and so it's just a mystery for me, and you can just see me getting more excited as I talk about it. And so I'm gonna stop talking about it. Actually, I think the individual pieces we've talked about at length, and they're really cool. And what's next, man? I'm done crafting. I want to watch the show, so let's just watch the show, and I'll shut up now, okay? And then I'll talk a bunch during the show, and I'll talk a bunch after the show, and then we'll watch Zeta Zeta Gundam, and then life will continue. Okay. Super Dimension Fortress Macross episode 12, and we're now caught up, so it's 12 and 12, which is great. Far away, love long lost. There's so much here. What even? I don't know. I don't know. A Max Genius 007 James Bond rescue episode, an individual character flashback, memories of Kakizaki's childhood and how much trauma he has about getting shoved into a locker when he was a young chubby boy, and now he feels like he's locked up again. Uh, Deep lore about the history of the Zentradi for an episode. I don't know. You can actually do truly whatever the fuck you want, and I think I'm here for it. So let's watch some Macross and have a nice time again, and that should be pretty good. Super Dimension Fortress Macross, episode 12, Bunny Hat version, 2 versions, picture in the description, timer on YouTube, beep timer to count you down, early access on the Patrizzle. I should not have said that. Early access on the Patreon place that is like beep timer. Will you love me tomorrow? Or how about in 15 years when I come back? So cool. Wow, we're really far back. Yeah. Yeah. And off on the other side of the universe. Big Skipoo. I mean, no shit. Oh. So we're just gonna make out in front of them? And just walk away? Are they gonna have like anti-kiss vision shields? But also, you running away is like so slow. Maybe Max has a plan. Wow. Oh, Tiki Mosca. No. Alright, I'll kiss you. Never mind. Even with everything else. Oh my god, here he comes. Oh, right, I forgot about him in a mobile suit. I forgot that was happening. He's lit. Can you make my clones? Really? Whoa, they're all really interested. Hi, we three volunteer as tribute. we are. We wareru Rory. If it's too much trouble. Yeah, you gotta think about the big picture. So I guess if I have to lock lips with a gross slug like you... Okay, what's gonna happen? Is it actually gonna be Max? This is gonna be a clusterfuck. There are three plans going on. They've got a plan, there's the protoculture plan of the Myclones and whatever, and then Max Genius is gonna walk in and see this. So two collide. Nice. What were you guys trying to do? Why were you guys making out? Aren't you in prison? Shouldn't you be coming up with a plan? We should be trying to get out of here. Nice. Convenient. We're like cocky blocky. Holy crap. So are they gonna shrink them down? Is that what they do? How do they make my clones? That's so weird. I think I love Max Genius. I think he might be my favorite character in anything. Don't worry, guys. I'll protect your secret. but boss, you're quite a player, aren't you? This is so cute. There's so many pieces of this that are so compelling and like fun storytelling wise. It's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids with James Bond and who? Oh my god! Yeah, take it easy, man. I hope you don't get exploded. Woohoo! With the pockets. Breakout. Nani? But they can't fold away. Amazing. Are those are screens? Wow, that's so cool. Oh, what a cool scene. That was an awesome scene. Hey, bro, thanks for the ride. Go push the button. Go push the button. Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. How? You gonna steal a ship? Oh my god, we're gonna go out guns blazing. This isn't gonna work. We have to fold away. What an amazing D&D adventure. That's what this is. This is an amazing D&D adventure. Oh. My clones. Making are they mini? Okay, they're shrinking them, and then they're gonna be smaller. What? But is it a clone? Does the giant stay the giant, and then the clone gets made? Or do they like transfer the consciousness? How does this work? How does that work? That's so cool. It's like it's an advantage. Oh, poor Britai. But my honor. Who's that? Oh, that's who. All right, so we got somebody's serious business in charge now. Yeah. Micro clones. How do we get it back? Let's make out. The original culture. And then they've got some of the technology still. Okay. Fair enough. Or used to be able to do the reverse. And it might be actually the same. Found them. Uh-oh. Doo-doo. What do we do here? Whoa, don't actually get kicked by that, bro. Yeah, scale is like crushed like an ant. Well. That's nuts. My guy. What? What? Oh. Spec. It's fine. We got it. Aww. Aw, uh-oh. Oh no, now it is actually a love triangle. It was all jokey banter before, but now it's too real. Oh man, how do we even... Hope that door closes. We are boned. Okay, and we're separated from Kakizaki and Max completely. It's honestly reminiscent of being separated with... Whoa. Dream space! It's like being separated with Minmay. It's the same circumstance, but it's a repeat. Rad. So we fell into the water, which would still kill us. But okay. I don't think they know how to. I think they don't know how to. I think they're incapable of growth. There's something fundamentally missing in them. Oh, oh, oh! Look at all these potent facial expressions. What if they can't? They don't know how. They're drones without queens. Of course, she's just inferring all of this, so it's not necessarily true. And where are the women? Yeah. Allegorical toward other militarized... Yeah, probably. That's what they said. Yeah. Yeah. Something... Yeah, it's the secret to future. You have, like, life. Yeah, man. Remember I said it could be this or it could be this? It's both. It's both. It's a backstory episode specifically for the character, and it's the legend lore. That's rad. I mean, that was a great Claudia impression. What? But I'm kind of in love with you right now. I don't know. Oh. Well, I don't know if she knows that. Oh, that's such a cute attitude. Oh. No, his name's Roy Fokker. His name is Roy Fokker. No, I'm not saying that. You're fucking hot, lady. No, you're like... Wait, no, I'm not joking. This was such a cute interlude. Oh, hello, my clones. So are there bodies? They're gonna fall in love with people. That's so cute. If you return. That's how we'll fold there. They're gonna go there. They're on their way, so we can hitch a ride somehow. Oh, rad! The other duo. Oh, and we're gonna somehow reunite. All these scenes with the little shadows are really cool. All the scale has been awesome. Whoa. With Lerv. Oh, hi, guys. Didn't you guys fall like 3 bajillion feet? They did. All right, whatever. It doesn't matter. Yay, we did it. Whee! Interesting. The big escape. The great escape just happens to line up, huh? We're just gonna be in and out of here today. That's nuts. Let's go, guys. Let's go, little folks. What a brilliant, fun episode. All the way through. This has been so enjoyable. Maybe there'll be a twist by the end, but if it just plays out coherently, I'm happy. And then hit a fold. You can see all the cells moving. Wait, who's this? Wait, who are these? Oh, Laplam is female. Holy shit. What is this? And they're cute. Giants. All the Kingsters in the audience, be pleased. Be pleased. We'll figure it out. That would be really useful for... Oh, it's so cute. Their banter's tenor has changed completely. So Laplam is Lapis Lazuli. And Melia. Alright, they're just my clones. I've got this. So we haven't gotten any indication of what the nature of their organization is differently from the males. Oh. Oh, these are new. Quadlone. They got way cooler mechas and better color schemes. All their shit's better. New enemies, too. Wow, much scarier. That was a very cool shot. And cut to Captain Global? Yeah. Oh! Pass! That was rad. Oh. Oh. And we're... Try not to get shot down while you're in one of those battle pods, bro. Oh, we're all piloting different... all piloting different parts. So fun. Yeah. Just out in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Oh. Is it the debut? Oh, and here we go. Layers of things. No, it's just continuing on. Hi, Fokker. Oh, fuck. What was that? Uh-oh. There was a lot of people who just died. Yo, we're gonna lose. Okay, that was so much fun. That whole sequence was so cool. First Flight Commander Amelia, you're baller. You boss bitch. You are awesome. Please don't shoot us. Please don't shoot us. Claudia? I hope it's Claudia. Hey, okay, so we don't show it being Claudia. Darn, I was hoping for the actual teary-eyed reunion of. Oh, we're gonna get it this way? Is it gonna be with Minmay? Is that what we're doing? Oh boy. That she's gonna be with another dude. Oh my god, she's just on all the things. Run, boy! Oh, I hope I don't get my soul crushed in the next 10 seconds. I'd really like my soul not to be crushed in the next 10 seconds, please. Oh, we're just gonna fade out? Okay, no soul crushing. Captain Global's alive. Oh my god, what a straightforward delight of an episode. An absolutely straightforward delight of an episode. First of all, I threw out some dumb options for what I thought the episode might be, and it was kind of all of them in some ways. It moves around to a number of different tones and feelings in a way that I find really, really solid here. Sometimes it's felt a little bit like chaotic, like it doesn't have a feeling of like all the things are mishmashed together without an idea of the coherence of the whole collage. Like, you can make a collage by just taking snips out of a bunch of things and throwing them together, and some of the episodes feel kind of like that. But then you can make a collage that's very carefully orchestrated to create an effect large scale, on like the episode scale, and the collage elements are all the individual scenes. And this feels like that. It feels like there's purpose from beginning to end of the episode that all weaves in really correctly. And part of that is kind of obvious from the outset of the episode, where we get this sort of extended recap intro where it goes back a couple of episodes and is like, this is the whole arc we've experienced so far, and that gives us this setup that's like, that's the whole arc that we've experienced so far, and we're going to conclude it now in some sense. And we do, and it's really cool. It's really cool. I think that overall the character expressions and faces and stuff throughout the episode are really strong. Hikaru looks really good, and Misa looks really good throughout the episode, as do the Myclone, or the Zentradi, mostly all throughout. There are less moments of crazy bombastic action, although there are a few at the end when Milia goes off in her super duper mech, which is amazing. But really, this is a character-driven, character-focused episode, and it nails it in a way that we really haven't since. Well, it feels the same as some of the episodes where we had Minmay and Hikaru alone, and we had this really intense focus on direct character interaction. And we get the same sort of feeling here from Misa and Hikaru, and it's really cool. Them volunteering to see more of the weird stuff that makes them feel warm inside is very cute, I think. And the banter between Misa and Hikaru is also really cute all the way through. And we'll kiss. Whoa, guys! Goddamn, Max Genius is so cute. This whole sequence is utterly fun. It's like it's such an amazing D&D sequence. It's such a cool, rad escape. Come up with a plan. Everything's chaotic. Stuff's like flying around you. Everything's going crazy. Such a cool roller coaster action sequence. You know, you'll have action sequences have different formats and forms. This one's a point A to point B chase in many ways, but it's also kind of a roller coaster as we go through, and it nails it really well. It's such a testament to the quality of the directing and the ability, the understanding of the medium is what we're starting to see. It's like hitting its stride. Again, there are elements of Macross that have not been able to hit that stride and haven't been quite coherent in that way, but this sort of sequence organization is like the ability to organize paragraphs each scene is like a sentence, each frame or statement or line or character face or whatever or change in the scene is like a word or something like that. And then these big sequences like from leaving the prison to the breakdown of the mech and they fall. That's one big action sequence, really, and it's a point A to point B movement sequence, and it's amazing. It's amazing. It's so creative and compelling to me. The idea of these little people being in the jackets makes there's this constant tension, like something's gonna fall out or fall off, or they're always under fire, and there's this always little threat that keeps the tension up in a way that's really believable and very, very fun. I really like it. I really, really like it. Our we're not going to get caught. Oh, we got caught, and then instantly snap into action and whap, 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 take the guy out. It's very Jason Bourne. It's very you go in undercover and then you get discovered and then you fight it out and then you're on the run and then we're on a car chase and then the car chase ends and the car crashes and we're out of the car chase and we're in a swimming chase and it's underwater combat and we're fighting and then we're in tunnels and we're under caves and we're fighting down there and running away from each other and like the trying to get to the girl and I've got a radio transponder that's really important and if I don't get the radio transponder to the place then it's gonna be bad, but then the bad guy stole the radio transponder, now I'm chasing him and it's different and we're back and forth and then I give up because I'm not sure and then I have to get my reason to do the thing again, and we do that sort of a play throughout this. It's just and then we time it all out and it hits all its beats really nicely and it maintains this lilting thrum of tension that's really nice all the way through, and we get scared and the music kicks in for the Zentradi music as the Zentradi come around the corner and see them and dun, 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 and then we kick in with the triumphant human music as we actually make the escape attempt and start making progress, and it's this oscillation of tension like we're doing it, oh god we're not going to be able to do it, oh god we're doing it, and then that whole sequence, which on its own is awesome, it's really cool, I think, and very, very, very fun. And it does a bunch of like really juicy, fun things. Like he flies this ship with a coat on it with the characters in there through the bridge of the big bad guys and through all the digital screens that they're in like it's a video game, or like the end sequence of Super Smash Bros where you go and you shoot all the signs and stuff, and it's this roller coaster ride of fun. It's also kind of taking the piss out of the Zentradi and making fun of their whole command infrastructure in some ways and cutting through it all, and it's a chaotic escape attempt thing that's very cartoonish in a lot of ways, and yet still maintains some fun believability. I like the little things too. There's a scene a moment after this where there's a Zentradi soldier just cleaning up the glass, just sweeping up the glass pieces because like shit, man. These dudes flew a plane through our bridge. We gotta actually clean stuff up. It's not doesn't just get fixed. It's so cool. But I imagine that maybe this bridge won't really get fixed because seemingly they don't really know how to do maintenance on their own supplies. They really only know how to barely hold it together. That's so funny. And so interesting, and such an interesting wrinkle for the nature of the story going forward. We have something that they need, but they don't really even know that they need it, but then once they see it, they are compelled by it. But we don't even know what it is either. Oh man. I love this little understated stuff, like he puts up the wrist so that he can climb out and pull the lever and make the thing happen. All of the sort of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids sort of feel, where we've got all these tiny characters running around in a much bigger world, again makes this feel like a D&D adventure to me. Like you're in the city of devils and everything's big, or you're in a city of giants and everything's like out of scale for you, and it's different and weird and you have to escape, and you're able to hide in all these fun and unique places like behind the rifles and stuff, or able to sneak around in all these ways, and we show the size and scale of them so well all throughout as they're these tiny little figures running through big doorways. That's so rad. It's so rad. It's so rad. The whole episode's idea and the execution is rad as fuck. Fantastic. When we find the myclones, we've got all this cool insight. coming up with all these ideas, and then shit gets crazy as we actually get captured. And this is where we get the right, the music kicks back in, and it's like, oh god, not Misa. That's massive tension, right? And we've got the Chekhov's giant gun set up, which is really fun. And of course, he goes and he pulls it like a beast, and this is an iconic moment in and of itself, isn't it? Indeed, I expect that this is a moment that will be replayed or rehashed maybe half a dozen times in Macross and various related franchises and other things inspired by it. Like a small character picking up an outside weapon and firing it to take down a much larger opponent has this essence of David and Goliath to it that's just really pretty and really fun and just does a lot here. It's like, no, a hopeless circumstance. How could I ever? I'll use their weapons against them. And it's just good. It's good classic human ingenuity stuff. And isn't that the fun part? It really is about human ingenuity, isn't it? We're able to make new things. And it's been this way in the core from the beginning. We're able to make new things. Part of that is the joyous ability that we have to make new life, which clearly the Zentradi have something different going on there. They don't have sex. They don't reproduce sexually, probably. They may only reproduce by cloning. Like, we don't know. They've lost something. But we can also produce new ideas and new ships and maintain things in a way that's different. So, they're missing some creative spark. And that's why our focus is on love and on these characters interacting with each other. We're building out this narrative to demonstrate that love is the fundamental human element, and that if you were to extract it from the human, you'd get a very weird society. So freaking cool. Misa full give up. This is round 2. We've done this before, right? But this time it's different, really. That time, we weren't able to speak, really, and we weren't face-to-face during it. So when he reaches out and grabs her out of that room, it's against her will, and like, he can't convince her to take his hand. Here, he actually convinces her to take his hand, eventually with some just, like, mild chivalry, and just taking her arguments and trying to be like, that's crazy. You're going to die here because you lost the camera? Chillax. We understand. You and me are what matters. We saw it. Let's go. And I'm not going to leave a girl here. Yeah, some mild misogyny, but who cares? Bam. And we're away. And we're away. And it's, a crazy clusterfuck into this bridge. And then we can just sort of hand wave that they would totally die here unless gravity is different, which it doesn't seem to be. They would totally die here. But who cares? The point is to get a thematic rehash of being lost and alone with Misa, with Minmay, and now instead we're lost and alone with Misa Lisa, and it's a romantic endeavor. It's a romantic moment, and it's framed as such repeatedly. And this is the moment that these characters connect, and it is the moment that their banter changes and they become more open to each other. But what it ends up actually being is not a romantic moment between them. It's every opportunity for it to happen. It is the story or the narrative beats conspiring to arrange this romantic engagement between these two characters, and then it's them sitting down and talking it out and being like, hey, you're trying to date that other girl, right? He's like, yeah, pretty much. Okay. Cool, we've got that squared away. And they do. I think they've got it squared away. Now, there's some unspoken stuff, like, she's got this attitude of, like, well, nobody will ever love me. And he's looking at this beautiful, like, really sexy woman being like, what? Wait, what? What are you talking about, lady? If I weren't into Minmay, I'd be talking to you. But I think it ends up hashing out their relationship in a really cool way. And oddly, that might actually lead to the love triangle thing, because it's been all no up until now, and now we actually can see eye to eye and be sort of friendly. The opportunity wasn't really there, and we joke about it in all sorts of ways. Either way, whatever it ends up doing to the romantic engagement between these characters, it feels really heartfelt and human and strong and safe to me. And, like, and comfortable between these characters. And there's a notable change in the biting quality of their back and forth banter that we get later. And we even get Max Genius like look over at it and see them talk to each other. It's a little bit different. It's very cool. Since I didn't drown, I guess that means I owe you one. And she hits, and there's no way I could abandon a comrade in arms, right? And looks up at him, and it's really like, it's really cute. It's really cute when she does, right? But she very specifically says it's not about being a woman. I would not abandon a comrade in arms. Hey. That's that. Now we're even. And that's really cute. It's like really cute, I think. And so we sit here next to each other, and we're like, body language is all like leaned in, comfortable with each other throughout. We're not going to show that yet. Our characters are going to talk, and we're going to do our exposition dialogue. But they're back and forthing, and in every frame with her hair down and more casual, and as he notes later, more feminine and less standoffish, Misa's really pretty in every scene. But, okay. Dialogue, and now we start to show where they're actually at in space, and they are leaned together. So this is that sort of subtle time-building thing. I think the actual background of these two, of what the Zentradi are, as Misa figures it out. Even if she's wrong, I don't think she is. Even if I don't love characters being able to just point their finger at the plot and be like, oh look, I figured out the plot, let me just tell it to you. I don't love that. It's fine here. I don't mind it that much either. And it's the coolest damn plot. It's such a cool plot. Unable to think of anything but war. A universe that overflows with conflict. Where battle is the only spice of life. Yeah, that's powerfully allegorical, and it's got a lot of potent meaning. All those lost cultures, that's protoculture. Humans who only think about fighting, and then we get another layer, which is deep backstory for Misa. And we end up using this interaction to really heart to heart and really communicate a little bit of soul between us. And that's protoculture too, isn't it? Isn't it? Because if you only battle and only fight, then you're not able to see the person underneath on the other side. So, who is Misa? A human who only thinks about fighting. Military raised and trained. Top of your class, all of these things. And he reveals a little bit of the way that people actually see you. So this is why Claudia teases me whenever I even try to talk about men. And she's on this, like, I'm trying to have a romantic life and live like a normal person. And she's caught between, well, a deep driving instinct toward protoculture and love versus a militarized existence. So inside of Misa Lisa is the microcosm of the whole show, right? And then inside our primary mating pair of Minmay, Hikaru is the microcosm of the whole show, where she represents the love and connection and creativity and all these things, and he's forced to be a fighter and a pilot, and then we walk the line and make it all wavery and weird and interesting. That's potent, man. Once a show starts having real fractals to it, there's something special going on. When your character's internal struggle is a fractal representation of the external core central tension of the show. Her Claudia impression is spot on. And here we are. Finally, we get this scene as she leans in and we get close. But it's so carefully orchestrated because we only get close together and our characters only physically get closer when we're talking about the other romantic relationship in play. And so it ends up miscoloring this. This doesn't end up feeling as romantic because we're talking about that. And then this doesn't end up conflicting with that as much because we're talking about that. And it's so freaking cute. I think it's so freaking cute. But also so sad. And then she takes this total flip on it. Wow, isn't that great though? Having someone you love there makes you want to get back to the Macross no matter what. Wow. But I don't have anyone. Oh, and this time she reaches out to him and stands up. Aw, our squad. The squad of boys are gonna go. Okay, this is where we get the guy cleaning up, right? Maybe, I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's so great. Run, find our spot, and it's just a bombastic chase out of here until then, with an amazing reveal of the female side of the Zentradi situation. It's it's so cool and so interesting. And we like they bend over backwards to make sure that the male and female Zentradi don't see each other. So strange. So interesting. They're also really cute, which is cool. And Melia is super baller, which is really cool. And we're gonna look at some of her animation stuff. The big suits that they have are very scary, but her crazy animation stuff is awesome. Who the hell was that? Yeah, man, just killed a whole bunch of people. So when she takes off, she like flies, zips under. We warp in. She pew, zip, and then zips under. We drop the thing, full football catch, and then zoom. Oh, it's so sick. It's so sick. And then we make her out to be a really extraordinarily dangerous enemy. As she just, this is the enemy that's more dangerous? Nah, no problem. It's like, what do you mean? Oh. 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 Oh, God. Who the hell was that? She was kind of hot. And then with Kyun, my boyfriend is a pilot. Over top of it, we get our first double exposure reel. Like, this is what I've been waiting for this for so fucking long. How do they both? And the answer is they're separate. They're separate at the same time. It's actually in the juxtaposition of these two radically different emotional states that we get a deep sense of conflict and tension, and it's gorgeous, and you can't help but just like look at it and go as she sings this beautiful idol song and planes fall out of the sky in the same frame, in literally the same scene. It's like going back and watching the pretty pinup girls do dances during World War II for all the soldiers, right? And you just do that, and you just overlay it with guys getting their heads blown off, right? Like at the same time. At the same time, all the dudes are on the stage like, "Whoa, she's so wow, yeah, girl," and then they're getting their heads blown off in the same frame. Amazing. Oh, it's so cool. It's so cool. And it's not over our victorious sequence. It's over hers. As Melia does this crazy space battle. Zip, 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 zip. This is Itano stuff. It has to be, right? Just toasting and roasting gun decks and huge. She could probably one off kill the Macross here, is my estimation, right? One large bomb. Just runs up, rips a hole in the side of the ship, tosses it in. Yay! We did it! And off she goes. And I love the little zap that she does as she leaves. She does this little here. That's Itano too. Right? Right? Alright, I'll go find out. I'll go check. That's so cool. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's the whole sequence. Oh, this whole looping, spinning one. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, that was actually the one that I really wanted to see mostly. Was like, we create all of this space here. Right? As she arcs around. Yo, Itano is so good at making cool people look cool. Just backs out away from the missiles, no sweat. This whole, yep, zip, zip, zip. Zip, 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 zip. That's so cool. This is Hirano. Oh, this is the zip and the catch? It's not Itano, it's Hirano. Okay, yeah, that's cool too. Okay, right. Responsible for so many of the things that we've already seen, including a bunch of the big Transformo sequences and the big Flippy Whippy sequence. Wait, Hirano is listed on, yeah, he and Itano are both listed on that. The duo of doom, huh? The duo of double? Wow. What a stellar piece of storytelling this episode. A stellar piece of storytelling backed up by really good production. Who'da thunk? Who'da thunk that the like kind of pretty goofy Macross is gonna become like up there as a favorite? of real favorite show as it moves on. This is so cool, guys. Guys, this is so cool. I'll see you next week for more Macross. I'm gonna end it there. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time for more. Much love and peace.